Hi, thank you for tuning in. I am Ambarish, and this is my second video on the XLOOKUP function. The first XLOOKUP video that I had made had three examples based on an exact match scenario. And of course, when you have time, you can look that up on YouTube by typing XLOOKUP video 1 by Ambarish in the search field. This video is about a non-exact match scenario, meaning let us see how the XLOOKUP function can help us when it comes to dealing with between scenarios. In other words, ranges. So let's get started. I've been given a list of player names here, or athletes, and let us assume that we've conducted a fitness test on these players, the scores of which are given to us in column B. These scores are out of 150. Now, based on the score achieved against each player name, I have been asked to display a remark in column C. This remark has to come from the adjoining table, which is column E and F, which is prepared by the fitness instructor or the head coach maybe. The table says if the score is anywhere between 0 to 74.99, then the remark for that player will be needs serious improvement. Assuming we are not doing decimals in the scoring, it'll be 0 to 74. So no half mark, no quarter mark. Similarly, 75 to 99 gets the remark needs more sessions, and so on up to 140 and above will get the badge of being a fitness role model. Now, the point that needs to be kept in mind here is the figures given to us in the column E are the beginning levels of the remark mentioned against that number, which means if the player gets the score of an exact 100, the remark for him or her would not be needs more sessions, it would be fit for selection. And likewise for the other ranges as well. Now, quite a few Excel users would want to use the multiple if or the nested if function to be able to solve such a case. However, using the nested if will be a bit tedious if the number of ranges are more. Let us quickly try that first. So I begin with if. I select the score cell, which is B2 greater than or equal to 140, which is E6, and I make that cell constant F4 or function F4 in some laptops. And the display for 140 and greater than 140 would be fitness role model. So I select F6 and again make that cell constant. Now, what if the score is not greater than or equal to 140? I will have to ask Excel to perform another test, hence another if. Again, I will need to select the score cells reference, which is B2 again. I will have to again give those symbols more than or equal to. And this time we're doing it for 125, so select the cell reference and move on. Now, I don't have to always take the cell references. I can also type in. Right? So if the score is greater than or equal to 125, then the display has to be fit for mentoring. Now, since I'm not going with cell references, since I'm typing, I will have to put that fit for mentoring within double quotation marks. Now, what if the score is also not greater than or equal to 125? Then I will have to ask Excel to perform another test. So another if. And again, go through the process of selecting the cell reference and then giving those symbols of greater than or equal to and so on. Hence, this is going to be a bit tedious. So I will now escape And let's use the XLOOKUP function here. Remember, this can also be solved using the VLOOKUP, but this video is for XLOOKUP. So I start with XLOOKUP. I take the reference of the score cell, which is 129. Now in XLOOKUP or VLOOKUP, I will not have to select this B2 again and again like I had to in the multiple if. Comma, lookup array would be this score column here. So I select the score column and make it constant, F4, comma, return array. Now what is it that I want Excel to display? Well, I want Excel to show these remarks. So select the F column and F2 to F6 and make it constant, F4, comma. Now, if not found, what if the score in the column B is not available in the ranges mentioned here? Like, for example, this -10. We've not told Excel what is to be done if the score is less than 0. An example of this would be a player not coming on time for the fitness test. Well, in that case, I would want to display a blank maybe, right? So I can just put a double quotation mark and another double quotation mark. I don't really have to put up a space in between to display blank. Of course, if I want, I can put up any text of my choice within those double quotation marks. Now this is not a case of exact match, hence I will not use 0 like I had done in my first XLOOKUP video. This is a case of exact match or next smaller item, hence I will use -1. The explanation here is, if the score is 70, for example, the player will not get the display of needs more sessions simply because he is close to 75. He will get needs serious improvement because he's in the range of 0 to 74. And that's what is meant by next smaller item. That's it. I am done with my formula. I can now hit enter. I like to press Control Enter over enter because enter means I will go one cell down after I get the answer. Control Enter will enable me to stay in the same cell. So Control Enter. And that's it. I am done. I can now double click since the neighboring column is filled up to a point. And that's it. I am done. So the XLOOKUP function has worked for number ranges. Will it also work for date ranges? Like I have set up the next sheet here. Let us see in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've liked the video. Please practice this. Have a great one. Jai Hind.